Hello, hello, hello. Another week of The Mandalorian. Welcome, welcome. Let me just adjust this. Alright, so another fucking short episode. Alright. This one was really, really short. Just let me get my notes up. So it said it runs for like 33 minutes, but if you get rid of the intro, the recap bullshit, and the end credits, probably like 25, 26 minutes, which is really, really short. Compared to the first two episodes, which were 40 minutes to 1 hour. So for me, I fucking love it. Don't have to sit down, set my whole schedule just to watch a fucking episode. I can just watch it while I'm eating dinner, some ice cream, or chilling before bed. Um, that being said, that means that the episode can't go too in depth. It feels a little bit rushed, and things like that. But let's just start from the beginning before I give an overview review. But just putting those thoughts out there. And also, I am not a fucking hardcore Star Wars fan, so I'm watching this as someone, I'm a casual viewer. So that's my perspective of the show. So it starts off with, I fucking loved it. Baby Yoda was like sitting on the chair with his legs crossed, just sleeping. It was fucking adorable. I'm gonna say that a lot in this episode because Baby Yoda was pretty present. I'm not the focal point, but he was adorable fucking throughout the whole app. So it starts off with them coming down, hot landing, flames, looked visually pretty cool. And I started off with a little bit of comedy before the title screen popped up, with the ship kind of crashing down really fast, slows down, you think it's going to land perfect, and it just fucking plumps in the water. After the title screen, the ship gets lifted by this cool looking kind of machine, like a forklift kind of thing, not forklift, a crane. But not sure what it is in this universe. Forgive me. And then there was a pretty cute hug between the lizard people, the pink one and the blue one. We get kind of a glimpse of this weird, mysterious hooded female, which is kind of like interesting. Okay. Baby Yoda was cute again. It was playing with its food, holding the spoon. And Mando was like, "Don't play with your food, child." But yeah, Baby Yoda's fucking adorable. But this episode did Baby Yoda wrong. So they were on a fucking ship, and then this guy, squid people, I don't know what the fuck you call them, but fucking hits Baby Yoda into the fucking pit. This big monster just swallows it in one bite. They did that because they wanted Mando's armor. And then other Mandalorians come down and kill them all because Mando's struggling. And like, what the fuck? The fight scene of this was fucking terrible. The punches were goofy, the throwing was goofy. It just looked really fucking trash. Sorry, but I did not like it at all. This was the worst fight scene probably I've ever seen. They don't do punching and fist fights well at all in this whole episode. They just look terrible. Probably because maybe this is like a GPG show. It looks fucking terrible. If it was R or MA, it would be way sicker if there was some blood or violence. But seeing a guy go, it looks very clunky and jagged, and it just doesn't look right. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. It just looked fucking goofy. So three Mandalorians came down, and then they saved the child. But interestingly, these aren't Mandalorians as I've known it throughout this whole series. They take their helmets off, and they reveal that this is kind of more of this is pretty common. Mando, the Mandalorian that we have been following, is more of a like religious cult of extremism in their culture. They follow it they follow the rules to a doctrine, and it's an old tradition, very old and historical, where these new modern day Mandalorians take their helmets off and do things differently. To another point, the armor was pretty cool. It was blue color, not as cool as Mando's, but still pretty cool looking. It's nice to see variations in the armor. So then Mando gets stopped later on by some more squid people, and this fight was a little bit cooler. The other Mandalorians come back to save Mando again, and they shoot everyone in fucking 1 second. Like they're off the best army squad in the world. Blasted them down. So they do gun fight scenes pretty well, but the fist punching and throwing and whatever is not very well done. So later on, whatever, they talk and talk about some shit. Then they make a contract with Mando to go up to the one to hijack and steal some weapons. So Mando agrees to find out where the Jedi is to deliver the fucking baby. And again, the fight scene. They had the blade, they had the daggers. It was like a Assassin's Creed blade wrist, and there was no blood. And just presumably it went through the armor or went through the gap in the armor and killed them. I don't know. There was nowhere to see a wound or anything. Just it doesn't look good to me. Please let me know if you agree or you disagree. But it really takes me out of the show. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking grilling the fight scenes in this a lot. It just didn't. I don't know. I didn't like it. So then, whatever, they take over the ship. More gun scenes. They were pretty good. The stormtroop fighters were a lot better though on the ship than they were. I mean, yeah, in the air than on the water ship. And the change of the pacing of the show kind of changed to more eerie. They're called pirates, the other Mandalorians, and they seem to be pretty vicious and violent and brutal, like throwing bodies on the windscreen and yeah, things like that. So it kind of changed to more of a horrific tone, which I kind of preferred. Because I don't want to watch a children's show, I want to watch an adult show. As you can clearly see, I'm an adult, not a child. But Disney will do Disney kind of fucking shit. There's a cool little scene with thermal vision. So they throw a smoke grenade and you can kind of see the outline of the stormtroopers through thermal vision, which I thought was pretty cool. There's a weird dialogue scene. So as they were taking over the ship, the other side, the stormtroopers, I forgot the name of them, rebels, whatever, not rebels, that's the good guys, whatever you want to call it. They say to close the door, and they say it in a really weird tone. There's some comedy in this, but for me, it didn't really hit home. So close the door. They said, which door? All the doors. Just the voice acting didn't really hit home for me. I'm sorry, but it missed the mark. I thought it was jarring. It didn't flow. It just seemed offbeat. So another really pretty horrific scene, which I wasn't expecting. They close the doors, the Mandalorians are trapped in the middle, and they open the back of the cargo door, and fucking 6 people go flying out into the air. Fucking love that scene. That was probably my favorite scene in this whole episode, besides one that's coming up, and every Baby Yoda scene. Gotta love Baby Yoda. Yeah, I love the horrific brutality of those kind of scenes. So please more of that. I want them. So the other Mandalorian doesn't really live by any code because at this point she changes the terms of the deal. She decides she wants to own the fucking ship, take over the ship. What a bitch, but Mandalorian agrees because he's got really nothing else to leverage. So he goes ahead and aims to take over the ship. Because the ship is being overrun, the other guy decides only solution is suicide, so he shoots the 2 drivers, takes over the ship, and fucking nose dives this motherfucker to the ground. Going really fast paced, the other guy's stressing, running through, and a pretty bad gun scene comes up right here. Mando's like, hold up, the other 3 guys are doing fuck all. Mando's like, hold up, I'm gonna solve this shit. Oh, God. Okay, he starts running, pulls out fucking 2 grenades, holds them to his chest, and starts running towards them. And he gets shot. He gets shot like 100 times, keeps taking it. And then he falls over and throws the grenades like that. It was the goofiest fucking thing. This episode had a lot of goofy fucking shit, but this tops the cake. It didn't look good at all. Why couldn't he just turn it on and just pivot and throw it into the door? Why did he have to run full and then throw it like that? It just looks clunky. It just felt like, just watching it, I felt awkward and clunky. I don't know how else to explain it, but it felt awkward and clunky. It didn't feel natural. It didn't feel like this is how a fight scene would occur. Maybe wearing that armor, I could see how you could move that way, but it just felt awkward and clunky. Yeah. So an interesting part of this movie was that she was looking for a lightsaber. Not sure why. Again, I'm not that deep into Star Wars. I'm a casual viewer, so I'm keen to see what happens in future episodes. A really cool part was when the bad guy he did this with his teeth and he killed himself, which kind of hints that they have some kind of suicide mechanism in their teeth if they maybe break a tooth or bite down on the tongue, or I don't know how it happens, but I thought that was a really cool addition. Kind of brutal too. It's like an electric shock, just wiped them out. Um, Another cool scene was Mandalorian jumping out of the ship. He just jumped out the door casually, like a fucking Superman, and jetpacks down. That was really, really awesome. So, overall, after that though, there was another cute scene with Baby Yoda. He was playing with, I think their baby. That's what, or their little pet. It was a tiny little animal. Baby Yoda was playing with it, and he was crying when he got pulled away. Poor little motherfucker. So overall, this episode was good. It was nice, short. I like having an episode just about action. I learned a little bit more about the Mandalorian itself. Maybe they should have made it a bit longer to explain a little bit more of the lore. Because as a casual viewer, I don't really understand who some of these characters are. And just to explain the way of the Mandalorians a little bit more. I want to learn. I don't want to have to look up a wiki or fucking watch the Clone Wars or watch another series or read a book to understand what the fuck is going on, to the depth that other people understand this show. They should create it knowing that not everyone is a fucking hardcore Star Wars fan. That being said, it was enjoyable. I loved every Baby Yoda scene. I loved everything about what the Mandalorian did in this episode, besides that fucking grenade throwing bit. The pacing was well done. I like the tone of the second half of this episode. And yeah, so overall I'm going to give this episode a 7 out of 10 because the comedic scenes didn't hit home for me. And there's some dialogue lines that didn't really hit with me either. It just felt awkward and unnatural. Just really weird script writing. So yeah, that's my review of this. 7 out of 10. Please leave a comment in the comments below about your thoughts of the episode, how you felt it ran, and if you like shorter or longer episodes, and how you found the fist fight scenes, because I thought they were fucking terrible. 7 out of 10. It was enjoyable. I had fun. I'm being really nitpicky, but they really, really stood out to me, the fight scenes, the dialogue parts. And can we get an adult version of The Mandalorian, please? Disney. Thank you. Love you. Peace out, guys. Catch you in the next episode.